shopping cart pushed through lane with the basketball hoop to occupy your time while you're in line. Well, I found a wonderful tam o' shanter there in the vintage clothing store. Well, is we gonna get some of that cake? Thelma and me, my pocket toad is real hungry. I'll go and get it right now, Floyd. Ralph, get a plastic tablecloth out of the closet. It's Kelly green with a white ball on top. Well, that green hat doesn't work with your blue spotlight, Brother Jacob. Well, I was going to say something, Joe, but, I didn't want to be negative. I could put a green bulb in that spotlight real easy, Brother Jacob. No, I'll get rid of the hat. I love the way the sapphire blue light brings out the highlights in my beard. Well, here's the cake. I'll just set it here on the table near Floyd. He'll eat the most of it. Well, thank you, Mother Twilla. I can't help it if you're such a good cook. Bernard, would you like to have this tam o' shanter? I would, Brother Jacob. It reminds me of a hat. Long, tall Tom gave me at the 10th anniversary dinner of my coaching career with the Yakinu Slugs. I was overwhelmed by the love there that night. Everybody assembled in the big gym. Testimony after testimony was given, proclaiming my coaching expertise. Oh my, I admit it. My eyes were not dry. Then, long, tall, we called him LT for short, ambled down the center aisle straight towards me carrying a box wrapped in brightly colored paper. He was just kind of ambling, and he was yelling as he came. Hey, Bernard, stop it. You've told that story so many times it has gray hair. Oh, yeah, I didn't remember that, Ralph. Well, I'll ask Bernard to tell you the story later, Floyd. I always like to hear them again. That Ralph is an okay guy. But there's just too much of him. Now, let's show God's love to one another. Quit looking at the cake, my leader. Quit looking at the cake. I'll get you something you can have with that old diabetes. Thank you, Mother. You take such good care of me. Well, howdy, folks. I got the old love bus parked about 2 blocks away. It's hard to find a place to park a bus that big in a neighborhood. Well, hello, Mr. Munn. Please, would you call me Milford? Well, sure, Mr. Munn, I will. Well, that love bus is a sweet machine. Yep. I'm so happy that you let me drive her. Well, you do a good job, Mr. Munn. You drive so smooth that I never spilled any of my beverages. Well, thank you, Floyd, but would you please call me Milford? Well, sure, Mr. Munn, I'll do that. I'll call you Milford. Well, you get to be of a certain age there, Brother Jacob, and they just ignore you. Well, no one ignores you, Mr. Munn. We all love you so very much. Hey, Brother Jacob. Yes, Ralph? Hey, I'm had a lot of requests for you to come down to the deli and preach in the evening sometimes. You think you'd do that? Well, I'll